think I want to ask all three of you a question. Do you go into your mind, in a Snyder world, do you go, how cool is this action going to look in slow-mo? Because that's really one of the fun things about working, I think, in Snyder too. Just that cool slow-mo action. Djimon, if I could start with you, you're no stranger to that.
Right. Cool, slow motion, action, always quite a powerful statement, I would say,
sure.
right? What else can I say? What is the question exactly?
Let's go with this instead. Tell me about Titus in part two now with Titus and kind of delving into his story.
Right. Diving to the story of Titus, certainly in the second installment, is really, it's all about war, it's all about combat, it's all about the strategy of combat. Yeah.
For Tarak, we go into his history as well. What was something that is there anything you talked to Zach about his history and how it kind of like worked in your favor towards his passion, I guess?
Well, look, Zach always had a very clear impression of this story. He's been sitting on it for 30 years, so with that being said, his passion was evident throughout the show, and I think every storyline we all got to sit down for like an hour and a half with Zach, 2 hours before we started. He gave us all the worlds visually, gave us the story, and gave us his idea of the character. But regardless of that, he still always gave us space to discover for ourselves what that character meant to us and how we could embody the character by putting our personal experiences into it. And he was very giving in that sense. It did very much still feel like a collaboration. Also, quickly regarding the slow-mo thing, I did make sure, I don't know if it got in the cut, but I did make sure I got to do a This Is Sparta kick in slow-mo, and you and I were doing the bridge.
Yes, but
yours was in it. Yours got in it. You got the This Is Sparta.
Mine got in there.
But mine's like.
But you have more slow motion scenes, and which were pretty spectacular.
Thank you.
Certainly with the Benu that you were flying around with.
In part one, yeah.
But other than that, we had that moment on the bridge.
Yes,
right?
yes, that which was absolutely crazy and really hard to film.
Also had quite a few.
Your madness in the pit.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's some madness for sure.
In the middle of the war.
Well, Milius has amazing action this time. Did you just pretty much tell your friends, wait till part two, you're going to see me go nuts?
That's exactly what I told them. Yeah.
That's also what I said. I didn't really exist in the first one, only towards the end, and so I was really looking forward to the second one. Yeah.
And I'm guessing you were all signed up for future Rebel Moons should we move forward in however this world goes.
We're hoping.
Yeah, we're hoping. We'd love that to happen. I think, there's so much of this story that's yet to be told, and I'm really excited in terms of part one and part two, people getting to see the Snyder cut or the director cut. I know speaking to him, there's more than an hour's worth of more content and an opportunity to delve into the interpersonal relationships of the characters, and I think really give a darker and more truthful representation into what a dystopian future would look like, so I'm really looking forward to people seeing that. And I know that Zach has a Bible for something like 800 years going backwards and a couple hundred going forwards, so I might be wrong with the numbers, but there's a lot more story to be told, and it'll be an absolute pleasure to get to work with these arseholes again.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much. Hope everyone in your worlds is happy and healthy. Be good.